Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am the Ink Northerner and this is my DVD pickups that I've managed to get throughout the month of June, sort of beginning of July. Quite a big pile, so I'm just going to fire into it. So in a local charity shop I went to, they had a few bits and pieces, so I've managed to pick up Extreme Rules 2018. I've recently pared down a lot of my wrestling DVD collection. You can see just over the top of my head, that is the extent of what's left in it. I've got the network. I basically ripped them and put them on my Plex server, and I'll probably do the same again. If I'm seeing these at like 25p a pop, I'll pick them up all day long, rip them and put them on the Plex server, and then stick them in the loft. I then picked this up because I was intrigued. I had not seen this before. Now I think these are sort of like Robocop TV films. They're no relation to the Paul Verhoeven universe of films, I don't believe. But again, I think it was 25p each for them. I picked this. It's actually a German DVD up, which is interesting because when you look on the back, you can't. Well, I can half understand what it means, but you can't really understand what it is. The reason I picked this up is Steve Cooper over at Cooper's World asked me if I'll review it. I really need to get round to watching it to be able to do a review. Then, so where are we? Bring these up. So I again went into the same charity shop where I picked all the DVDs up at like 25p and found this sort of collection of Hong Kong Legends DVDs, which really intrigued me. I don't know all of them. I know most of the actors, but I don't know all of the films. So the first one is Drunken Master with starring Jackie Chan. This is one of my favourite Jackie Chan films, actually. I think it's this one. He basically does a form of I'm going to assume it's a form of Wing Chun, where he's essentially drunk. There's a Tekken character, Fong, I can't remember. There's a Tekken character who has a similar style. We then have the Intercepting Fist with starring Bruce Lee. It's a documentary that sort of looks at his lifetime and his training. Very interesting. I think this was a magazine set, if I'm honest. I'm not 100% sure. Then there is Hitman, starring Jet Li. Obviously I know Jet Li, that's a very young Jet Li there. It's got Eric Tsang in it, who I don't know. Simon Yam, no. But yeah, these really intrigue me because I quite like martial arts films, and I hadn't seen a lot of these. Once a Thief, starring Chow Yun-fat of Hard Boiled fame. Again, not one I've seen, so it's going to be interesting. I don't know whether these are dubbed or whether they're subtitled, so I'm interested to look forward to watching them. We have Moon Warriors, starring Andy Lau. Now I don't know who Andy Lau is. I don't think I've seen anything with him in, so it should be interesting to watch. I'm sure this must have been a magazine set because it's by D'Agostini. It must have been. Another Chow Yun-fat film, Full Contact. I know Chow Yun-fat is was very good. I don't think he does much anymore. Then there is the Swordsman, starring Sam Hugh. Again, another actor I know nothing about, so it's going to be interesting to watch that one as well. Once Upon a Time in China, starring Jet Li. Again, I think I might have actually seen this. Police Story with Jackie Chan. I've definitely seen Police Story. These are the first ones I saw where it shows off his sort of his stunt style. Bullet in the Head, starring Tony Leung. It's actually directed by John Woo. I'm wondering if I have seen this or not. And The Killer, starring Chow Yun-fat, another John Woo film. So again, I'm not sure whether I've seen those. Then a couple of Blu-rays that I picked up. I recently did a stream with Pedro, Lee the Nerdy Geezer, and James over at Game Zone Birdroom around Brandon Lee. When I was looking for these, they were quite expensive. Again, this is a German DVD, so all of the writing's in German, Blu-ray, sorry. But to get it to get a PAL copy of it, an English copy of it, it was expensive. I think it was like 35-40 quid. And I just didn't want to pay that out for a film I'll probably watch once. Then I also picked up Legacy of Rage, based on the advice of Pedro. Let's do some comedy, I think, that I've picked up. Just check. Yeah, let's do the some random ones. That. And that. Okay, so I'll show this first. So in a charity shop, I saw these. They were £3.49 for Toy Story 1, 2 and 3. I really do like the Toy Story films, so picking that up was a no-brainer. I am a massive Kenny Rogers fan. Let's say massive. I like a lot of his stuff, and I found this in a charity shop. I think it was 20p. It's got a lot of his big hits on it. I think these are him doing them live. I've not got a clue, but I'm gonna stick it on and have a watch. Yeah, going on live from the House of the Rhythm and Blues. I Heart Cult Kids. So this features 7 different TV shows from when I was sort of growing up. You've got Danger Mouse, Chorlton and the Wheelies, I think it's Chorlton and the Wheelies, Count Duckula, Jamie and the Magic Torch, Rainbow, Cockleshell Bay and Button Moon. The episode of Danger Mouse is George, it's a dragon. Octoblob at Twilight is Chorlton. The Great Duck-tective is Count Duckula. Yoo-Hoo Yeti is James and the Magic Torch. Detectives is Rainbow. The Pirate Seagull is Cockleshell Bay. And Buttonhole Pond for Button Moon. Now a lot of these I'm not old enough to really remember. Duckula is the only one that I remember being on TV when it was first on TV, because I mean, Danger Mouse is 84, I was 1. Chorlton was 79, I wasn't even born. Jamie and Magic Torch was 78, wasn't born. Cockleshell Bay 80, wasn't born. Button Moon I was 83, I was born, but I wouldn't have known what TV was then. Rainbow was 86, I'd have been about 3. And Duckula was 90, so I remember Duckula's the only one that I saw when they were first on TV. But I thought, you know what, I'll grab it. Now, given the fact that I come from a Scottish family, I really like Scottish comedies. Still Game, Chewing the Fat, Rab C. Nesbitt, Limmy's show's pretty funny at times. You've got, what else we've got? Burniston, a couple of others that are really funny. I wasn't aware of this, but this stars for Kieran and Paul Riley, who are both in Still Game together. So I decided to pick it up, and it's Dear Green Place. Now it actually has 2 series. This one's really cheap, but to buy the second series, it's another one that's like 35-40 quid. So I might buy the second series at some point and pick it up. The last non sort of film, although it does contain a film, that I picked up is A League of Gentlemen Box of Delights. So I've got the first 3 series on DVD. This has Live at Drury Lane, a panto that they did, League of Gentlemen Are Behind You, and it also has the film League of Gentlemen Apocalypse. So they weren't very well rated. The Apocalypse film wasn't very highly rated, but I really enjoyed League of Gentlemen. The 3rd series is a great series because it harks on a lot of the film sort of twists with the red balloon. It's hard to explain. If you've not seen it, go and watch it. Okay, what we got left? So let's take a look. Let's do some films that are okay. So we'll do some random other bits that I've picked up that are not any particular genre or anything. So first of all, I picked up M. Night Shyamalan's Split. I've seen Unbreakable, but I've not seen Split, and I wanted to watch the Split before I watched the sort of tie-in together, Glass. So I picked that up. I then got a copy of Hostel on my it's on the 100 must-see horror movies poster that I got. 100 must-see, it is movies unfortunately, but films. So I picked it up because I'm going to try and get some more of these reviews done when I've got some free time. A film that I hadn't heard of. Now, when I saw Thomas Turgoose on the front and then I read who it was directed by, I had to pick it up. And it's Somers Town. It's a film directed by Shane Meadows. Shane Meadows is an amazing director. You know, he did This Is England. He did Dead Man's Shoes. So, you know, I really thought I would you know, I probably will really enjoy it. So I grabbed it, and it was again 50p. Another film, when I saw it, I had to pick it up. This film is completely brutal. It's one of those films that's so to the bone, it's unreal. And that is Larry Clark's Kids. The content of this, I don't even know whether I could even potentially do a review on it, because it is very to the bone, and I'd be having to say certain things, and I don't particularly want to do that. So last up, we spoke about sort of potential action stars and maybe doing some action like question and answers type thing. So I decided to pick up some of what I would consider some of my favourite action stars films. I've picked up the Seagal collection on Blu-ray. So as you can see, this has Under Siege, Under Siege 2, which isn't the best, Hard to Kill, Nico, and Executive Decision. Now why it's got Executive Decision on it, I don't know, because Seagal dies in about 20 minutes into it, but spoiler alert. But you know, why not pick it up? I got the special edition of Conan the Barbarian. I don't know what makes it a special edition, other than maybe there's extra special features on it. I think it's is it the second one? Is this the second one, or is this the first one? Can't remember whether it's Destroyer and then Barbarian, or Barbarian and then Destroyer. But I decided that I would pick it up. It doesn't tell me on the back here. Yeah, I'm a big Van Damme film fan, so these next two made sense when I saw them. The first one is Knockoff. It's not a Van Damme film I've seen, but it does star Rob Schneider, Leila Rochon, and Paul Savino. Well, Paul Savino's generally sort of token mafia man. So yeah, it's a Van Damme TV film. It would be, or not TV film, but probably straight to DVD type thing. And then Street Fighter. What can you say about Street Fighter? Everybody hates it. I love it. I think it's got its quirks, shall we say, but it's still fun. And finally, I picked up the Arnold Schwarzenegger A Collection of Swords. So this has on it, it's got Total Recall, which is a fantastic sci-fi action film, Red Heat, which stars him and John Belushi, Raw Deal, and Red Sonja. I think Red Sonja is the one set in the Conan world and stars Bridget Nielsen as well as the titular Red Sonja. Does it have Grace Jones in it as well? I can't remember. So yeah, anyway, that's the DVD pickups that I've had. I'm looking forward to getting into some of those martial arts films. Looking forward to hopefully getting the time to get back to doing some more kind of brief reviews and things like that. So all that's left for me to do is thank you for watching. I have been the Ignoring Nerd, and I'll catch you on the next one.